I'm happy to be here and be able to tell you about my concept. But let me first say something about my person. I'm 51 years old. I'm an entrepreneur coming from Germany, but now residing in Monaco. I'm a lawyer by education, and I was involved in politics in Germany for about 30 years, more than 30 years. In the classical liberal spectrum, so not so far from what you guys are doing. And at the same time, I was successful in founding an oil and gas and mining company, which became eventually big. And I could retire, so to speak, at the end of 2014, and then move to Monaco. What I learned in those years is that my ideas of liberty, of self-responsibility, of free markets are not shared by the majority of the people. And this is no difference between Germany, even countries like Switzerland and the US. The majority will always vote for the guys who are promising free lunch, redistribution, and comprehensive social security. So this is, I mean, congratulations for your party being so successful and now being elected for the first time. But my personal experience is that even libertarian parties or classical liberal parties have to switch to redistribution parties if they want to stay successful in the political spectrum, especially in mass democracies. And so for me, it was only one decision. Then after I moved to Monaco, it was okay. I now can try for another 30 years to convince people of freedom, or I do something completely different to reach my goals within a lifetime. And I decided that the latter way is probably a more successful one. And what I came up is the idea that what we are, the concepts under which we are living together, the systems in which we are living, are also part of a market. And I call it the market of living together, right? So then even if a political party is promoting socialism and all that stuff and is elected by the people, this is a market result, right? In a way. Now, I can say people, well, freedom is better and all that, but they won't listen to me because it's so much easier to vote something who promises you that he gives you some money for free. And so far, the only chance we have is to create a new product, which then eventually will be accepted by the others because they can see that it's working. And this new product, what I want to introduce into the market of living together, is called a free private city. And when I was in Monaco, let me give you some background on how this idea was coming together. When I was in Monaco a year, I thought, here's something strange is happening. I was always interested in politics, but I have absolutely zero interest to become involved into Monaco politics. Why is this so? And I asked myself, and I think and gave myself the answer. Well, basically what I want here is to have security for me and my family, low taxes, and I want to be left alone to make my businesses. And then I ask around other people residing in Monaco. You have to know that 80% of the people there are not monegasque citizens. They are coming from all parts of the world, mostly Europeans. And many of them told me the same story. We have businesses everywhere. We want to be left alone. We are willing to pay a fair share for security and legal dispute resolution, and that's it. And then I thought, okay, if this is the case, that people are searching for protection of life, liberty, and property, and they're willing to pay something for that, well, we do not need a prince or a government to do that. A private company could offer that, right? A private company, and the big difference would be that this is another big angle I was thinking about this. You have heard about a social contract, right? So that's what we are told, that we are living together based on a social contract. Well, here's one problem. If it's a contract, why is one side entitled to change the contract constantly, and it's always the other side? It's not us, right? The other side is always changing the social contract. And I said, okay, something is wrong with that. Right?
Always change, always.
Yeah. And the secret is, it's not us, right? It's always them who are changing the contract. And here's the thing. I mean, look, if I put those things together, okay, protection of life, liberty, and property, dispute resolution, some infrastructure, and a real contract, right? Not a fictional social, a real written contract on paper saying this is the maximum I have to pay, and these are my rights, and nobody can change this contract unilaterally. And so the idea of free private cities was born. That is, in a nutshell, the idea. Probably you will have some questions how it is coming into reality, but that is the idea of free private city. It's a private company offering protection of life, liberty, and property for a defined, fixed amount per year. We do this for profit, so it's completely transparent. We are not in it for saving the world. We are in it for making profit, but it's completely transparent. You get what you paid for, and you don't pay more, and I cannot change the rules unilaterally. That's the model.